Hello, hello. Facebook is continuing to be a PIA. I had it all set to go and it wouldn't load, so I had to reset. So give me a second to bring you guys up on Facebook. Say hello. Okay, I think I'm here. Hi, Regine. Facebook is giving me technical difficulties. I'm just trying to get comments to pop up. Regine, do me a favor and say hello or something so I can get comments to come up. Oh, there they are. Hi, Mickey. They finally popped up. Hello, Regine. Am I saying your name correctly? It's a really pretty name. Oh, gosh. It's so stressful. All these changes with Facebook are so stressful. It used to be so easy. Okay, so I'm still working on the knife block and it's in pretty good shape. And hi, Maria. And I want you guys to give me your thoughts and your opinion. I'm kind of like a 50-50 at this point about how to proceed. Okay, good, Regine. That's just such a pretty name. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down. This block is so big, it's hard to get it on camera correctly. So let me see what that looks like. So this is the bottom. The knives go here and the knives go here. And okay, that looks like it's in camera. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back this way. It takes a minute for it to come up on the iPad that I've changed directions here. Come on. Okay, so I need to bring the camera up a little higher here. Hang on. Okay, so I just upped the camera. I just got to wait for it to catch up with you guys. That's a fine mess. Okay, so this is what it, basically looks like. And my question is, I'm like 50-50. I have enough of the Harlequin to do each side. So let me give you an example. Of putting, more Harlequin on the side of it, or leaving the side just plain white And that would mean that I would leave this just like it is. Thanks, Mickey. And I still have the Would You Bend that I want to paint black to put on the front here. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Should I also put the Harlequin on each side, or should I leave it white? Like I said, I'm about 50-50. So tell me what you guys think. Hi, Connie. Oh, that thing is so heavy. Do you guys have an opinion? I'm waiting on you guys. Tell me what you think. Hello? Maria, you say Harlequins on the side? Anybody else have an opinion? Mickey, you say Harlequins? Okay. Well, that's 2 of you responding, so that's what we'll do then. Ugh. I bet you this thing weighs 25 pounds. It's a hunk. Okay, so let's think about this. The knives go here and here, so, and it's setting like that. So I'm thinking I want the Harlequins going this way. So I'm going to trim up this edge. The Harlequin on here goes to here. I'm going to trim off this space here. And as you guys saw, I took it and put it in there on my kitchen counter to take a picture for my notification, my live notification today. And it looks really cute on my counter. All right, and I'm gonna trim a little bit off over here too. While I'm trimming this off, I would like to just ask and remind you guys to please go onto my YouTube channel, and the link for that is in the description. Because as you know, Facebook is forcing all of us to move all of our content off of Facebook. And I may or may not, I haven't made a decision, but I may or may not continue on Facebook. I'm just so aggravated with them at the moment. Okay, so I trimmed that all up. That'll make it easier. So I'm taking this piece here and I'm just rubbing it with my fingertips just to make a line of where I need to do my trimming on here. I'm going to take a pencil and let's see. I know I have pencils on the table here. And I think I'll leave that part on. So I made another sheet of this today, but I may have to make another sheet to get the other side. I can piece this together. That's funny. How did that happen? All right, well, I had some practice at piecing stuff together earlier today, so I can do it again. I wonder if I do this. I think I'll take a piece of tape. I could not live without painter's tape. I'm gonna secure that there and there. Flip it over. Okay, goes like that. Okay. Hi, Becky. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, what are you oh-knowing over? Micheline, are you enjoying your liver and onion casserole? So, Melissa, what's the oh no? Okay, so I think I'm going to turn it this way and start with my long edge here. And for the moment, I'm just going to tack it back down with the tape, just momentarily. Hi, thanks, Regine. Okay, so now I'm going to peel back ever so carefully. Yeah, Micheline and I were talking about the liver earlier today because I told her I love liver and onions, but I can never find them in the store anymore. She says Sprouts has them, and the frozen. That's why I could never find them, because I was never ever looking in the frozen. Not very many people like liver and onions. My mother was a terrible, terrible cook, but one of the things that she used to make was liver and onions, and I did love that. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I'm just trying to get this lined up here. Let me turn it around before I smash it down to make sure it's like straight. It does look straight. Okay, so now I'm going to just burnish it down really good. And I'm going to have to piece a little piece in there. And then I'm going to start peeling back. I was going to start here, but maybe I'll find a new place to start. Mickey, your husband loves liver and onions? I guess it's just an acquired taste, but since I had it as a kid growing up, I just acquired that taste. And it's funny because my mom was not a good cook. Bless her heart. She didn't like to cook. I just got to find a corner here that's going to let me peel up. Okay, so I finally have it going here. And you just have to be patient because these little pieces, some of them want to separate from the others. Some are connected, some aren't quite. So you can see I'm going at this. It's flat. I'm rolling it off here flat. Oh, I need to move you back into camera. You aren't seeing that. There you go. Now you're back in camera. Okay, so I'm just keeping this flat. And I'm just smoothing my pieces down and making sure that they all stick in place. It's not hard, you just need to go slow and easy. I had some grapefruit for breakfast this morning. The last of my grapefruit off of my grapefruit tree. I'm sad, I've eaten every piece off of that tree. And then I had some yogurt for lunch. And I'm not particularly hungry, but I kind of like have the shakes. Having the shakes and trying to paint at the same time is not a good combination. And if you didn't catch the live yesterday, this stencil is available on my website, and the link to my website is in the description. And there are several Harlequin different size stencils, different size Harlequins, different size stencils, because I'm a Harlequin girl. I love Harlequin. So there's several to choose from. But this one is the 9 by 16 inch. If you are inspired to do a knife block, if you don't already have one, you can usually find them at the Goodwill. You might have to look for a little while, but I've seen them there. Okay, so somebody be in charge of reminding me to remember to put the top coat on today. Yesterday, I skipped that step. Somebody reminded me. I don't want to get ahead of myself today and not remember to put the clear coat on. Okay, so I want to start at the top up here, and gently with my fingertips, I want to make sure it's all down and down flat. Because yesterday I had a couple of pieces that at the joint where it joins, like right there, it wasn't flat and it wouldn't stay flat. Like there's a spot there too. And then paint gets underneath there. And it was okay. I mean, I was able to touch it up. That might be a dangerous thing to do, but let's see. Thanks, Micheline. Okay, so there are a couple of little spots. On those joints. I'm just making sure that I have this all pressed down real good. And I think I do. Okay, so now satin top coat. Woo! And the reason why I'm putting a coat of satin top coat on is that if there's any places where that's not down perfect, by putting the satin top coat, which is transparent, by putting it down on this piece, if there's anything that's going to leak underneath, it's going to be this. And because it's transparent, it's not going to matter, and it's going to clog the leak. And that will prevent, when I go to put the black paint on, that will prevent the black paint from going underneath the stencil. At least for the majority of it. Like I said, I had a couple of places on the front yesterday that I had to do some touch up with today, but it touched up really easy, so. I'll look at your comments in just a second, you guys. Okay. Then I'm going to use my hair dryer on cool to dry this off because I don't want to put heat on that vinyl. Hey Robin, what's for dinner, Robin? So far we've got liver and onions cooking. I'm just wondering if I should try to go ahead and just put a little piece right there right now. Let's see. That piece isn't going to work. Okay, that's going to make that a lot easier. So I'm putting a little satin top coat on that little piece that we just added on. I've got a ton of brushes in my water there, and we haven't hardly done a thing yet. So now we're going to take our black and I'm using Dixie Belle Silk in Anchor, which is the black. And I think it's probably stirred up okay because I was using it a couple of hours ago. And now I'm just going to paint. I had this problem yesterday. These wild hairs. You ladies are being super quiet today. Are you guys all out of chit chat? Hi, Elaine. Good to see you. Elaine, we had a vote whether to leave the sides plain white or to put the Harlequin. And it was a unanimous vote to put the Harlequin on, so that's what we're doing. I just got the adhesive stencil on and we're putting our first coat of Dixie Belle Anchor, Dixie Belle Silk Paint, and the color is Anchor. Elaine, that's okay. You never have to say sorry. We've got this divider part here, so I'm putting paint down in there, but it may look weird. I won't know till I take the stencil off. If it looks weird, I can touch it up. It's starting to warm up, you guys. I don't know about where you guys are all living, but I had my back door open for quite a bit today. I'm not happy about that. That means those 150-degree days are coming back soon. I know that's an exaggeration, but oh my gosh, it was the hottest summer ever last year. Literally the hottest summer on record. I haven't recovered from it yet. That's why I'm complaining already. Had the highest electric bills I've ever had in my whole entire life. I gotta sell a lot of decoupage tissue to pay for those electric bills. Now, I mentioned this yesterday, but I think, you know, if you wanted to do something like this, and then add a floral transfer on top of it, that would be super cute. Like a sunflower or roses would be so pretty on this black and white check. That's what I was thinking I was going to do till I found that medallion, and then I thought, oh, that medallion would be super pretty on here. But I think putting a transfer on this Harlequin would be super pretty. You may see me doing it on some future project. Okay, that's one coat, and I'm going to give it a quick dry. Debbie, I agree. Too hot, too soon. I completely agree. quite a few places where it looks like it's lifted up, which I thought I had it secured down really well. Boy, you guys are super quiet today. Usually you're pretty chatty. What's going on? Becky, 80 degrees there too? I think that's what it was forecast for today here. I'm like, no, no, no. Too soon. I mean, it's still February, for goodness sakes. It is still February, right? Now that I said that. You know, since I don't have to go into anybody's offices anymore, I do have trouble keeping track of what month it is, what day it is. 15 degrees last week and 80 this week. That's some crazy. God's got a sense of humor there. Now on these very edges over here, I may have to do a little touch up on those edges, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to let that, well, I think I will go ahead and dry it. Okay, now for the fun. All right, so this is in 2 pieces here. So I was curious what was going to happen down here in this seam, and it's gunky, so I am going to have to go back and tidy that up. So there's a few little places on here that are going to need some touch up. I think that's just to be expected with a stencil like this. I had touch up on what we did yesterday and it wasn't difficult at all. This is just a bigger area. And I like to remove it while it's still a little, ooh, that was a big blob. While it's still on the damp side. All right, so we have a few blobs on here that need fixing. That's the worst one. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm going to run that dryer on it one more time. This time I'm going to put it on heat since I've removed the stencil. Okay, so I'm going to set this a little out of our way here. And just let that dry, and then tomorrow I'll come in and do the touch up on those little spots. And I'll do the same exact thing on the other side tomorrow. You guys don't need to watch me do that again. And now, let's see. I need to just move that out of the way completely. Okay, so now we're going to work on this little guy. And this is a would you bend. And if you haven't ever done would you bend before, It's a wood composite, and I think it's like a wood composite and glue. I'm not 100% sure, but it's bendable. So like if I wanted to put this piece around the corner of something, like on a dresser, if I wanted it to bend and go around the corner, I would just heat it up really, really good, and then it will bend around that corner. This piece, I'm going to be putting it on flat, just like it is, but I want it to go flush on there. So when I go to put it on, I am going to heat it up and then press it down so that this back makes really good contact with the piece that I'm putting it on. And I'm going to paint it. I'm thinking I'm going to paint it the same black. The other choice would be white. What do you guys think? And don't take 10 minutes to answer. I'm thinking black. What do you guys think? Hello. There's a pretty long delay on here. Well, Nina, you snuck on here. I didn't even know you were on here. Okay, so everybody's saying black. That's awesome. Well, Debbie, I just moved that heavy piece out of the way. So, and I've started to paint, so I'm going to go with the black. And I'm thinking, because there's so much detail on this piece, that I'm thinking I will use either silver. I'll have to look at my gilding wax. I think there's a pewter color too that will bring all of that detail out. And when I go to glue this on, I'll probably do it tomorrow, but I'll videotape it and post the short video up so you can see how I heat it up and press it down and glue it on. Have you guys ever used Would You Bend before? I have quite a bit of it in stock, and I did put my link to my website and to my Etsy page. So if you're looking for decoupage tissue is on both sites, on my website and on Etsy. And if you're looking for paint or stencils or Would You Bend or any other pieces, that's on my website. There's a lot on my website. Regine, you said no? What's no for? I don't know what no means. I know what no means, but I don't know what you're saying no to. It's a pretty piece. Oh, okay. Well, the really nice thing about it is that it's flexible, and so you can bend it around things. And there's a lot of trim that's really nice. I haven't used any in a while. I usually use some around Christmas time, but I mean, I try to demonstrate stuff, you know, every week that you haven't maybe seen a lot of, although I do a lot of decoupage, but I try to do different projects with the decoupage. I tried to keep my fingers clean, but that's just not going to work. But I will do a short video when I go to put this on and post it on my page. And so I commented about this at the beginning, but a lot of you came on after I commented. You know, Facebook is making us take all our videos off, or they're going to dump them all, and they gave us 30 days notice for that. And so I am getting a lot of my content downloaded onto my YouTube page. Thankfully, I had a YouTube page. But I'm so annoyed with Facebook. I don't know if I'll stay on Facebook. I might just stay over on YouTube. So I would love it if you guys, I put my link for YouTube on here. If you would go over and subscribe to my page, that would be awesome. I may stay, but right now I'm pretty darn annoyed with Facebook. I was digging down there in my gilding wax. I knew there was another color that might be good. So I pulled out silver and I pulled out zinc. And it was zinc I was trying to think of and couldn't think of the name. Okay, have any of you not used gilding wax before? I love gilding wax. Love, love, love. It's kind of like putting makeup on. Okay. So I have zinc, which I haven't used in a long time, but this might be just the project for it. It's a little bluish. And then there's silver, which when you put this on, it's not bluish at all. It's silver, silver. So you can either use your fingers, or I like to use a good stiff brush. So I'm going to try the zinc. And I'm just putting a little bit on the tip of my brush, and then I'm just brushing over the top of it. Just picking up the high spots. I might be going with the silver. Yeah, I think I'll go with the silver. That'll look better on the black and white. So that's what the silver looks like. And it's gilding wax. Comes in these little tins and they will last you a super long time. Let me get up close. And so you just want to go across the detail. You don't want to go down that way. You want to go across the detail so it stays on the top. This is like putting your jewelry on. And so by just going over the top, then that leaves a dark black underneath. And you get lots of detail that way. And I can go back over the sides if I want. But it comes in gold and copper. They have some chameleon colors that are really fun and pretty to use. I think using the silver on here is going to be real pretty on that black and white. I'll move the box back over here when we're done with this so we can see it all together. So see, I'm going across the detail on here. So it's just up on the high spots and not down low. And this just washes right out of your brush with soap and water. And you can use your fingertips too. I do it about half and half. But I do like using these stiff brushes to do this. If you remember at Christmas time when I was doing the Santa sleigh and the reindeer, I used gilding wax on those pieces too. And that's that. Pretty, pretty. So you want to close them up good so they don't dry out on you. I'm going to set that over there. Wipe my fingers off. Aw, thanks for the thumbs up and the hearts, you guys. It looks like it's like real metallic, doesn't it? Like metal. Okay, so let's bring this enormous thing that weighs about 25 pounds back over. This is our piece that's going to go right there. There's a spot down there. Still a spot. I don't see it till I get it over on my piece. I really like that. What do you guys think? Woohoo! Yay! I like that a lot. Okay, and I like that we did the Harlequin over here, but now I got a lot of touch-up to do over there. So tomorrow I'll do this side over here because you guys don't need to watch me do it all over again. You see me do it in the front and the side. I'll do this, and then I'll tape when I go to glue this on and to heat it up with the heat gun. Love that. That's going to look really cool in my kitchen. So you guys. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Karen. You guys snuck on here at the very end. So you guys, that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today, yesterday, and today. And I will post pictures tomorrow when it's all finished in my kitchen with the knives back in it. And don't forget to go over to YouTube and subscribe to my page because of all of this nonsense that Facebook is doing. And I come live every single Tuesday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Just join me whenever you can. I just appreciate it, you guys. So you guys have a great evening, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Bye.